Oh yeah, y'all already know what time it is. You already know what's going on. I am your host, Cam Silver,
I am your co-host Kyle Silver.
and welcome back to another episode of the Silver Boys Podcast. Man, Kyle, what
Very
week
tough.
are we in? Week 12 might have been the best week so far of the NFL season.
Man, a bunch of one-score games, some overtime games, man. Teams fighting for their lives. Yeah, definitely week 12 was one for the books, definitely.
Most definitely. Let's start off with the Thursday night game where the Texans were able to defeat the Bills 23 to 19. Then on Sunday, the Bears defeated the Steelers 31 to 28. Ravens defeated the Jets 23 to 10. Patriots defeat the Bengals 26 to 20. Seahawks defeat the Titans 30 to 24. Packers defeat the Vikings 23 to 6. Chiefs defeat the Colts in overtime 23 to 20. Lions defeat the Giants in overtime 34 to 27. Jaguars defeat the Cardinals 27 to 24 in overtime as well. Browns defeat the Raiders 24 to 10. Falcons defeat the Saints 24 to 10. Cowboys defeat the Eagles 24 to 21. Rams defeat the Bucks 34 to 7, and the Niners on Monday night defeat the Panthers 20 to 9.
Man, it's a couple games in there we got to talk about, dog.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Definitely. Yeah.
Ooh, actually, yeah, okay. Lions and
Start off with the Giants. Let's start off with the
yep.
Giants.
I
Start off
was to
with the
say
Giants, son.
Lions
Start off
and
with
the
the Giants.
Lions and the Giants. Who, when you woke up Sunday morning, did you sit there and think, "Wow, my Giants are gonna, my Giants are gonna keep up with the Lions"?
Nah, and I definitely didn't wake up saying James Winston was going to be the best tight end on the team either.
Yep,
when he
best tight
scored,
end,
when he
best quarterback on the field. He was best everything. It looked like,
wide receiver, son.
bro, dude was all over the place. Like, okay, dude was
Yo, I
literally,
mean, James Winston played a classic James Winston game.
literally. No, I was bored.
I was saying, yeah, James Winston played a classic James game because. Mhm.
Yeah, no, because I was just saying, like, I was just watching him. I'm like, okay, this is the James Winston that, you know, I love right here. I'm just hoping, I'm just sitting there. I was just like, man, just don't throw an interception. Just don't throw an interception. Just don't kill the momentum. Like, that's all I was thinking the whole time, just watching him sling it. But he was carving up that Lions defense, man. And that's one of the top defenses in the NFL.
Yo, let me say this right now. I don't know what our organization was thinking starting Russell Wilson. I'm gonna keep it a buck because I'm gonna take James all day, every day. I know what James is gonna give me. James could push the ball downfield a lot better, which would probably in turn help out Jackson Dart because he gonna see, oh, yo, we could push the ball downfield very well instead of these short screen passes, these shallow crosses, these slants. Like every team's gonna expect that. And
Mhm.
we're getting to it later, but that's something that's important about Shedeur. Like we'll get into that later, but pushing the ball downfield is probably the most important thing in today's NFL, and that's what Jameis can't do. You got to be able to flex that defense all the way out, sideline to sideline as well too, and
Yep.
that's what James can't do. In you know, he keeps it exciting. It's a loss, but at least it's an exciting loss.
It,
You
it, it,
feel me?
it's a loss, but the team was locked in. The team was bought in into
Which
what
is
was going on.
and that's amazing to see to me because it's like, yo, we're really not that bad. Like
No,
we're really not
no,
that bad.
that's the crazy part, right? That's the crazy part to me. Like you
We could
guys
be 10 and
really,
2 if we really wanted to.
exactly, you guys could really be up there. You guys could at least be in the hunt for, for a spot in the playoffs. But because of the mismanagement by Brian Dable, you guys are sitting in the gutter right now. So, you
Not
know,
even the mismanagement by him, but the mismanagement by the defensive coordinator as well too.
yes, yes,
Because it's a lot of blown fourth quarter leads that are happening that makes it seem like it's being done on purpose almost. That's what it's making it seem like.
right.
These losses, like it's like, all right, let's put them. Let's make sure we're good up until the third quarter, and then lose the game. You feel me?
Someone get his FanDuel account.
Somebody call the FBI, yo. Come on, don't see.
I'm surprised no one has made a joke or a tweet about that.
Oh no, they will. Son. They will. No. Oh, time out, time out, time out, time out. Malik Neighbors actually tweeted something that he deleted. Did you peep that? He was
Mm-mm.
like something something. Malik Neighbors, yes, Malik Neighbors did a post and delete, son. Malik Neighbors, he was talking about how he was like, "What's going on?" He's like, "It makes it seem like we're losing on. They make it seem like we're losing on purpose." He's like, blown fourth quarter leads, blah blah blah, and then he deleted it like a couple minutes later. So that's big. That's big. A post and delete means a lot more than just a post,
Oh
bro.
yes, oh yes. There's a lot of you see it mostly from like the players' family members because that's
Yes.
like they're kind of giving the public a little insider information, low key, but like not at the
Hmm.
same time. So yeah, no, a post and delete, especially from your star player, actually does mean a lot.
Yes. So defensive coordinator got to get fired. He just got to get fired. I don't
Yeah,
like calling for people's jobs, but he got to go. He got
yeah,
to go.
yeah. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of dude. Going to the I want to go to the Packers and the Vikings. Man,
Okay.
the
Okay.
the slander that I've been seeing from JJ McCarthy is insanity. Insanity, bro.
It's that boy bad.
Do you know how bad you have to be for a sports book Twitter account to post how bad you are?
Didn't they get something like 12 feet of offense in the second half or something?
Yo, I don't know, but I know FanDuel posted his interceptions for like the last like 6 games and it's 10. He had 10 interceptions in the last 6 games. Yes. And you remember that? You remember that video after their win, the comeback win against the Bears in week 1, and how he's sitting there and
Mhm.
he's like, yeah, 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 like all hyped up. Everybody literally uses that image and then literally starts clowning him about. Oh man, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. I'm gonna just read everybody the stats so everybody sees how bad he was playing. So he was 12 for 19. This is against the Packers. 12 for 19, 87 yards, 2 interceptions. That's how bad he was against the Packers. He had like a sack where he basically sacked himself. He basically hiked the
What?
ball and just fell. He literally, kid you not. He
What? The
hiked the
wind got him,
he
son?
I don't know what happened, but he hiked the ball, he just fell. Um he is last in completion percentage and 53%, last in touchdown to interception ratio was 6 to 8, and last in passer rating and 61.7.
Man, let me just say, Sam Darnold don't look so bad right now, for real, for real. Cause I mean, look, he got you to 14-2 last year, bro. Like, and even like, he started off red hot as anybody could be, and then fizzled out towards the latter end of the season. But I'd rather him fizzle out and be 14-2. Because then I can at least mitigate some of the mistakes that maybe could happen at the end of the season. And
Right.
I say all of that to say I can't mitigate these things with JJ McCarthy. I can't fix these things with JJ McCarthy in the middle of the season when you're throwing 10 picks in the last 6 games. That's on you, bro. That's on you.
Overthrowing his receivers, underthrowing his receivers, like and some of them are open too. Like I watched some of these games, some of them are open, and I understand Justin Jefferson's frustration. Like you can see it written on his face every single time that they come off the field, because it's like bro, like what are we doing at this point? And it's funny how after like he's literally statistically he is the worst quarterback in the league. It's not even hidden. Like you know what I mean? It's not. It's literally right there, right in front of your face. And it's so
Yeah.
funny how after this stinker that he just put up, that out of nowhere he's now in concussion protocol. Like,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
oh.
yeah, yeah. Like literally right after the game, they just put him in concussion protocol.
They like, yo, you about to be out for the next
Yeah,
2 weeks.
yeah.
They
But
can't.
But hindsight, it's like, man, like Sam Darnold probably was the guy to go to. I did understand going with JJ McCarthy because you literally just drafted him. Like, why waste a draft
Right.
pick, especially an early first round draft pick? You know what I mean? So I do understand that.
Mhm.
I would like to give him some grace because this is his first year, but we're playing under a coach who literally revitalized Sam Darnold, and when no one, even including us, thought that you could revitalize Daniel Jones, he even did that with him, and he didn't even really play for him.
Facts.
So
Facts.
that's the frustrating part watching the Vikings because we're talking about a coach who is basically like a quarterback whisperer, so to speak. But he's not, you know what I mean? I don't know what the disconnect here is with JJ McCarthy because there's only so much that this team can really do.
I mean, and this just puts Justin Jefferson in a position where it's like you're making him so upset that you could potentially lose him because of your incompetent quarterback play now. Like I don't know who their number two quarterback is, but if you could find that out, that'd be good because that'll at least tell us if JJ gonna come back, how Justin Jefferson will react over the next couple weeks, where the Vikings will be,
Mhm.
like these are some big questions, and I think if you sit JJ, this QB2 gonna have to come back and he gonna have to save your franchise, to be quite honest, and keep Justin Jefferson there. I think that's the most important thing.
It's this guy, Max Brosmer.
I don't even know who that is, bruh.
That's why I didn't
How?
say anything. That's why I did not say anything when you asked me who the QB2 was, because this is the guy that I believe is gonna be starting in place of JJ if he can't play.
I have never heard his name in my life. I need to go ask my boy about him, bruh, because my barber.
He went to Minnesota. He went to college in Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I really got for you.
Let me ask you a question before we move on. Do you actually see JJ getting better, like wholeheartedly, or do you think he's just going to be regulated as a second string quarterback? I know it's early, and I know it's early to tell, but there are some things here that you can't overlook.
Yeah, no, it's hard to say, but as of right now, I see him as a backup. Um, I don't have much belief in him right now. Just
Mm,
watching even from the beginning of the season, like yeah, he showed flashes, but it's like the inconsistency, like I said, of missing wide open receivers, overthrowing guys. Like how do you overthrow
mm.
Justin Jefferson? Like come on now. Like let's be honest, this is one of the
Yeah,
best.
that should be literally impossible.
Yeah, this is like he's literally one of the best wide receivers in the league right now. So it's like, how in the world does that happen? You have Jordan Addison, you have TJ Hawkinson, you have Aaron Jones in their backfield along with Jordan Mason, two really good running backs. Everything is literally gift wrapped to you. How do you mess it up? That's the biggest question right there. But it's yeah, it's
Yeah.
very hard to see, and right now it's very hard to justify how in the world he became a first round draft pick because even coming out of college, like, I liked him in Michigan, but I didn't love him enough to where I would have personally drafted him in the first round, personally.
I was thinking that exact same thing too. I mean, if you could draft JJ McCarthy in the first round, you could draft Shedeur in the first round, bro. And I'm gonna keep hammering home that point.
Yeah, you, Skip Bayless, Mel Kiper Jr.,
Yo, Donald Trump too.
Donald Trump, yeah.
Yo, when you got the president tweeting about you, yeah, you got it, son. You
Yeah.
got it.
Amen. Amen. That's tough stuff right there. Moving on. Speaking of Shedeur, moving on to the Browns defeating the Raiders 24-10. Shedeur had himself a pretty good debut. Shedeur goes for 11 for 20, 209 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. But most importantly, he was the first Browns quarterback to win their first career NFL start since 1995.
Yo, first of all, they've had 42 different starting quarterbacks since like what, 2017?
I think no, not since
No.
2017. I think since 98. I think that
So
was. I think it was like
okay, my
98 or
fault,
something
my
like that.
fault, my fault, my fault. Um, Shador just did something that no other Browns quarterback could do, which is stat number one. Stat number two, he could hit dude. 11 for 20 isn't, it ain't perfect, but he don't gotta be perfect.
Mm-mm.
I'm not expecting him to be perfect, but 11 for 20 is very damn good, and so. The throw out to the flat when they got that 66-yard touchdown.
Hmm.
That same play, they tried to run that play earlier on in the year with Dylan Gabriel.
And he
Dylan
overthrew
Gabriel
his.
overthrew homeboy. But then you see how Shedeur was able to get it right in dude's hand, right then and there. I mean, it's little and like it's not even called. I don't even think it's over analyzing. Like it's those little things that make a difference in terms of play.
Yeah,
And then especially with the blocking and whatnot. Like you turn a 7-yard pass into a 66-yard touchdown. It don't matter if it was a 7-yard pass. In the records, it's just gonna show that boy threw a 66-yard touchdown. you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. That's real stuff
So
right
I
there.
mean, I'm proud of Shador very much. I mean that Browns defense is just all time. You know what I mean? At
Stellar,
this point right now,
stellar, led by Miles Garrett. I think they had what 10 sacks in
10
that
sacks.
game.
How do you have 10 sacks?
Oh man, I feel bad for Gino. I know Gino's out there. Oh goodness gracious, Gino, poor
Getting
Gino,
ripped apart.
poor Gino. That it's crazy because right after the game, the Raiders fired their offensive coordinator Chip
Yup,
Kelly.
Chip
So
Kelly. Yup. Chip Kelly. Don't he didn't belong in the NFL, and he's still. It's just Chip. I gotta ask this question, guys. Please excuse me. Is Chip Kelly and Brian Kelly related?
no, no.
Oh, interesting.
You also,
Interesting.
but you also got to remember Chip Kelly was, he was the man when in at Oregon when I was growing
Gotcha.
up. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
he was the one who introduced everybody to the Temple offense. So he was the
I
one
mean, I
who
would love to know where that Temple offense was in Las Vegas, to be honest.
it's hard to run a Temple offense. I could tell you that much. Like I don't think people
Yeah.
understand how in shape you have to be in order to run a Temple offense. Like he used to have Oregon
hmm
running like a well-oiled machine. That's why like everybody
hmm
growing up, like around me, everybody wanted to go to Oregon because of that offense because it was so high-powered,
Okay.
high-flying. I'll compare it to you like this. Look at basketball now and how we run the 5-out offense. It's literally just that, basically. So, yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's literally what it is. But yes, no, shout outs to Shador. Very, very proud of him. One thing that I would like to say is did you see Miles Garrett's face when Shedeur rolled out to the right and threw that 50-yard bomb? Sh Bro, he was looking like, bro, like we finally, like finally, this is why I stayed. This is why I stayed. Like that's what he looked like. If your franchise player looks like that, what in the world does that tell you as Kevin Stefanski, as the Browns front office? Like, yo, like, hello. If
You
that's not a
know,
wake up
I'm
call, then
I'm
I don't know what is.
I'm upset that Kevin Stefanski didn't give the game ball to Shador at the end of the game. I'm really really upset about that because you had the opportunity to instill leadership in him at that point. Also,
Yep.
I think
Yes.
that that's something I haven't heard, but you had the opportunity to instill leadership. Tell him he did a great job. Give him the game ball. Let him say 2 words real quick. Let him say 2 3 words to the entire team because now that's going to be his team.
Yeah.
That's going to be his team. So
Yeah.
you need to instill those type of qualities in him right then and there, and get his confidence up. You know what I'm saying? And Miles Garrett with 3 sacks. I mean, like, come on, bro. Like it was against the Raiders. Like, come on.
Like I'm not mad at Coach for giving it to him. I wouldn't be mad if he gave it to the whole defense because guess what? 10 sacks, it's sacks and sacks. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Exactly.
But yes, and to your point, I would have loved to see Shador get it. I would have loved to him for him to give him a little more acknowledgement too, instead of a just
It's
great
your
job,
it's your
Shador.
it's the
Like
Browns' first win under a rookie quarterback like that. Like for the first start, and
for,
you don't give homeboy this ball.
he
You're
made his
hating. Like you're hating.
he literally made history. He literally made history for a team who has very little to no history. Let's
I'm
be
telling you, in
honest.
2 to 3 years, yo, they might stop wearing bags over their head as the Cleveland fan base, man. I mean, and just think about it. If you have Shador with Judkins too, like that's a tandem that you can create
You
something
can
off of
create, yeah, yeah,
and build around. That's all I gotta say about it,
yeah.
man.
No, you're totally right. And I hope that it was so funny because right after the game, Stefanski was hesitant to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna name the starter." Then literally the next day, you named Shedeur the starter. Like, come on, bro, just
Are you kidding me? Yeah, yeah.
like The writing was on the wall as soon as the game started. Like Shedeur is different, man. You're sitting there dinking and dunking with Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel is literally an undersized quarterback. It's
He probably
hard
can't
to
even see
run
over
an
the
offense.
line.
It's hard to run an offense for an undersized quarterback. Look at Kyler Murray.
Tyler,
Look at where Russell Wilson is now.
third string.
You know, like it's very, very hard to unless they have those intangibles. You know, at least in his prime, Russell Wilson had those intangibles. You know what I mean? I
hmm
don't see that with Dylan Gabriel.
No, I don't either, and I'm just glad that that Shador's time has come. I'm glad. I'm very happy that it's come, and
Same.
like he has the opportunity and the ability to be able to go out and prove everybody wrong and show that he should have been drafted up there with JJ McCarthy because I don't see JJ doing what Shador doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, JJ was also drafted in the year before, but I
That's
understand where
true.
you're
That's
coming
true.
from.
But I'm a hammer this point home, like I said earlier.
Not everything is a hit. Not everything is a hit. Some things you gotta miss on, sadly.
Yes, yes.
But moving on, let's go to this last game real quick. We predicted it. We said that this could happen, and it happened. Cowboys defeated the Eagles 24 to 21. This ties the Cowboys' largest comeback in team history at 21. They did it three other times. So kudos to them. Kudos to them.
Yo,
I, I,
go ahead.
I would say this. I'm trying to figure out who would this be more on? Would it be more on the Cowboys defense? Or should this be more on the Eagles offense?
No, me personally, I I hate I'm about to throw up saying this. I have to put it on the Cowboys defense. I'm gonna
Mm,
tell you why. Because the Cowboys defense were able to get crucial stops when they needed to get crucial stops on special teams,
yep,
and then on defense. On special teams was probably
the
one of the
biggest
greatest
one.
stops of all time.
Yes,
Not, I shouldn't say all time, but of this season,
yes,
honestly.
yes.
Um and that just shows you like yo, homeboy got knocked down twice on that play too, on that special teams point. He got knocked down twice, and then I love how the commentator was like, "Yo, if you got kids that want to play football, show them this right
Show them
now."
this. Yeah, yeah,
Because so I just wanted to bring up that little point, but I have to put it on the Cowboys defense because look what AJ Brown was able to do. You know, they only had 63 rushing yards as well too. The Eagles.
yeah,
That's big. That's
yeah,
really big.
yeah.
To only have 63 rushing yards in the entire game, and then AJ Brown is going off. They're like, okay, Jalen. They were daring Jalen and AJ and Devontae to beat them with their arms and their legs. They weren't going to beat them by using their run game and using Saquon, who hasn't been playing all that great all year. You
Mm,
know,
10 carries for 22 yards.
like that's terrible. That's terrible.
When was the last time you ever seen that stat from Saquon Barkley, either in the NFL or in college at Penn State? Never.
So I never, and but that's what happens when a team got when you win the championship and a team is gunning for you and you got a target on your back. The Eagles should not have lost that game. To go up 21-0, they should at least it should have been like 38 like 7, honestly. Like
It,
there was no foot on the neck it felt like, and then
and this
go
is the
ahead.
reason why, personally, I will put it a little more on this Eagles offense because the
Mm,
play calling was bad, especially in that second half. But also, for me personally, the way that they line up, there's no creativity. It's not
no.
innovative. Look at what the Rams do. Look at what the team on the other side was doing. Look at what the
hmm
Cowboys were doing.
The
How they were
motioning of the
the,
offense and
the
everything.
motioning, stacking receivers, putting them in a bunch on on like a right side or on a left side, confusing your defense, making guys run into each other. You're not doing that. You're just getting straight up man for the most part when it comes to it. Now, yes, you do have good enough receivers where they can beat man, but eventually, what's going to happen is that Cowboy defense is going to anchor down and they're going to figure things out.
They're gonna
That's
start sitting
exactly
on
what they were
routes and stuff
doing.
like that.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what they're doing. If you're going to keep doing the same slant routes, the comeback routes, the go routes, guess what? I can sit on all of that.
exactly,
And now the game
exactly.
becomes a lot more easier because now you become more stagnant. And then guess what? When you want to run the ball, you can run the ball as much as you want to, but everybody has been doing the same thing. All we're going to do is stack the box against you
Yo, they're
because
putting eight in the box.
we are going to dare you